Hey yo, welcome to One World of HungryHeath. Now I am not a classically trained chef, but I am a self-taught home cook. I have studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife, the sensational Shelly eats steak. And every once in a while, I'm sitting on this couch and I feel like it's eating me, sinking down into it. So I gotta sit up. But anywho, today's video, this week's, whatever you want to call it, is my update on my MS journey. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm a little lax on that. I'm about 3 weeks behind. So this is going to be for weeks 72, 73, and 74. Because 72 started right before we left for the cruise. 73 was while we were on the cruise and included part of 74. Yeah. Ugh. So there's going to be a lot to watch. So this one might be a little long. And then you're going to have some extended reading if you go down to the comments section. The notes, because I have listed every single thing I've eaten in that whole 3 weeks.
Oh goodness.
Right. And boy, was it delicious. We had a blast on that cruise too.
Yeah.
And I put links in there in the show notes so y'all can see bits and pieces of us on the cruise. We did a vlog every single day we were on the cruise and a couple of days before. Yeah. And then somebody wants to do a post-cruise recap as well. So we'll be doing that pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. And then our next keto event we're going to be going to is Ketocon in Austin.
So comment down below if you're going to Ketocon.
Yeah. We're probably going to rent us an Airbnb. She was looking at prices earlier, and she said that's probably going to be cheaper than renting a hotel. And I'm like, all right then.
Yeah,
whatever works.
All of the discounted hotels that they offer, yeah, they're discounted. Either A, they don't take dogs, or B, they put a limit on the pound that the dog can weigh.
Yeah, that's rude.
I know. And then all of them, not only, yeah, you're getting a discount per night, by the time you add all the taxes, and all of them also charge for parking. And we're going to be driving in. So it's like, well, I don't want to, like $35 to $52 a night for parking alone.
Oh, and another pro tip too. If y'all are traveling with your animals, with your dogs, she found a perfect spot we've started using whenever we do road trip with the animals, called Bring Fido.
Yeah.
And it's pet-friendly restaurants. It's amazing.
Everything, like activities, restaurants, hotels, Airbnb, all of that. So it's a really good site.
Yeah. But,
So
yeah.
Let's get back to your, how have you been with your multiple sclerosis?
No, I've been great. The multiple sclerosis has been, but it is what it is. It's never gonna leave me. It's my burden in life.
Oh goodness.
And but I'm dealing. I mean, I'm feeling well. Well, that was one of the cool things too. On the cruise, we actually met a doctor that's from Houston. And we recently became friends on Facebook too, and I found his website and everything. I think I'm going to try and see if I can become a patient of his, because he turns out to be a neurologist also.
Yeah, that's really
So that's pretty cool.
Never know who you're going to find.
Well, so I know for sure that he's keto friendly.
Right.
So that makes it a little easier too. That's why we love cruising. We've met so many great people on cruises.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, so when we left, so we left on a Wednesday, and we had our pre-cruise shenanigans.
Yeah.
And then we had the cruise. That was 7 days. And then we've been back almost, actually for a week now.
Right, it has been.
Yeah. So how did your MS go while you were during that time?
Good and bad.
Okay.
I booby-trapped myself because we ended up going to Universal. We scheduled to go 3 days before the cruise. We were going to go to Universal. And I had a brain fart and didn't think about it. Because y'all know I've had mobility issues in the past. And still to this day, I still have them every once in a while. A couple little issues I still have. But like even when I'm in the shower, just leaning my head back to wash my hair, I can still get kind of dizzy. So my brainiac decided I wanted to ride a roller coaster. But it wasn't just a regular roller coaster, it was the Hulk. This thing flips you upside down and spins you in circles. Yeah, that's great. You know, yeah, let's go wait 20 minutes for a 3-minute ride that basically tortures someone in my condition. So I was like stumbling around for a good hour afterwards because of that. That was really smart. So I know I can't do that anymore. But I know because I was so looking forward. After I started losing all this weight, I was really looking forward to roller coasters because I used to love them as a kid. Like my dad's company parties used to be at Astroworld here in Houston before they closed, idiots. But anyways, but I used to love riding the roller coasters, especially the Texas Cyclone. That was the big giant wooden one. Yeah, that one was awesome. Mm-hmm. But then I got too big; I couldn't fit in it. Even if I could, a couple of times, even if I could fit in the ride, I was still too tall. They were too close together.
Yeah.
But I feel like it still kind of was. A couple of times at Universal, I had that issue too. But a cool thing they did was they had the tester seats, so we could get in it first to see if it was going to fit. And there was 2 rides that the harness wouldn't lock on me. But that ended up being a saving grace after I ended up feeling like I did after I got off the Hulk. So that was kind of a win, I guess. But I did not do any DDP while I was on vacation. I figured I walked around enough and was active enough that made up for it.
Yeah, because I know the first day we went to Universal, my health, like I have Samsung and it tracks and it said we walked like 4 miles. And then the next day at Universal, when we went with like 2 Crazy Ketos and everybody else, we walked like 7 miles. Oh. So it was quite a bit of walking. I tell you, my feet were dying by the end of the day Friday. Like I was like, look, I just want to soak them in like a hot massage bath. And
then that ship we were on was huge, so we did lots of walking then too.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think I still got my exercise in on the whole trip. So when I ate well, I stayed on plan mostly. But
I was going to ask about that. Did you stay on plan?
I only had a couple of indulgences.
Okay, so I remember at Texas Roadhouse.
Uh-huh.
What did you order as a side?
Oh, sweet potatoes, so still lower carb. I wanted to try something different. I didn't get the skin on it, so that helped. Every little bit helps, right? Right?
Yeah. Well, what about, so on the cruise,
mm-hmm.
I feel like you were still able, while we were at the hotel and on the cruise, you still kept getting your boiled eggs every day, right?
Yeah, but we were kind of unsure about the breakfast buffet thing, because it was at a Holiday Inn, and every other Holiday Inn we've ever stayed at before had a breakfast buffet. But I couldn't find, for whatever reason, on this hotel's website, it had nothing linked to it. It just said that they had an on-site restaurant.
Pay.
For pay, which is fine. I don't mind. But the only menu I could find was actually on Open Table, not on their actual website. It was just bizarre to me. And then it only had one option, it looked like, for low carb, keto-ish type. And it only came with like 2 eggs, your choice. And that one plate was like $20-something, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's garbage. So we ended up doing Instant Cart delivery, and we ordered a bunch of we overpaid on it because it's cheaper to cook them your own. But our hotel didn't. They had a community. They had an area in the lobby where you could use the microwave. They had like 3 or 4 of them sitting out, and you could use them. But that sounds awful. So we ordered some pre-cooked hard-boiled eggs. Mm-hmm. And then,
so we ordered from Sprouts. And at Sprouts, you could, there's a brand, I can see it, but now I can't think of it. But,
That's of course, because the camera's on you.
But you get boiled eggs already peeled and ready, so we just ordered him some of those. And it was convenient, because then he was able to get, like, his energy drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but again, I usually like Bang or Rain. Those are my favorite, because I still love tropical fruits. Oh, and that's the other thing I splurged on the cruise. I did have 2 pieces of pineapple at breakfast. And so they didn't
every day or all together too?
All together.
Okay.
But the Sprouts didn't have either one of those. They had a Celsius or something like that.
Yeah,
brand.
Celsius.
It was a smaller can, and they were okay. I'm not in a hurry to order them again.
Yeah, but we got that, and we ordered like some. Sprouts has a really good ham off the bone that's pretty clean, so we had that and some cheese. That way, like especially on long days like at Universal, instead of eating at Universal, which y'all know is going to be high priced,
They're proud of their stuff.
Right. This way he got his full breakfast in, and that really held us until dinner.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't hungry and didn't snack on anything at the park.
No. I did. I had that one meat stick in my pocket.
Oh,
That's the only
that's
thing
right.
I snacked on. That's the reason why.
And the only reason why is because we found in our luggage that we packed a meat stick, so I was like, well, bring it with you just in case.
And then I thought it was really funny too, though. We ended up we flew from Houston to Orlando, then went and ate at Texas Day Brazil, and then the next night we ate at Texas Roadhouse. Like, we could have ate at home and ate that. But that's what the group wanted, and it was the best options, honestly. For everything that was going on.
Yeah, because
it's just funny to me that we did that.
I know, like, can't take the Texas out of us.
Nope.
Right? But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Like, I hadn't been to, I think, a Texas Roadhouse.
Forever.
If ever.
Yeah.
A long time. And so it was nice because now, when I remember going to Texas Roadhouse last, is the peanuts were still served in a bucket and you would just throw them on the floor, which I always thought, I don't know, it just bothered me. Now you just get the peanuts in a bag and then so if you want to have them, then you do.
Not me.
No, right, he didn't.
No muss.
But that ended up good. The waitress was really good.
Yes, it really was.
It was a great meal. Several of the Hungry Horde, the 2 Crazy Ketos, we were all there.
Yeah, that was fun. And then what else?
And then Saturday, we just basically relaxed at the hotel.
Yeah, because I just walked out. Because I mean, it was a long walk. It was a long walk to get to check in, and then from there, the main gate, and then from there to actually to the ticket booth, it was a long walk too.
Yeah,
it was torturous.
It really was. So that was fun. And then on the cruise ship, how did you do? Because you were outside more than you normally are.
Yeah.
Like, we went to Coco Cay. We were there all day.
Yeah, the only part I had a problem with that, because y'all went swimming, I was just too tired, and I'm not real big on swimming. It didn't really grab me that much, so I just hung out in the on a lounge chair and under the
guarding our stuff. Yeah. So you took you a nice nap.
Yeah. And then what else? There was something else that happened. I was going to tell them. I can't remember that now. Because, like I said, the camera's on me.
But we did pretty good there. Actually,
oh, yeah. The next day when we went with Annie, our tour guide, I did have a little mishap there. We got out walking around, and it was a little bit of hilly area. And the roots for the trees was sticking up out of the ground. I didn't notice it, and I tripped over one and busted open my knee. I don't know if you can see it on camera where it's at right here, but I fell and busted my knee. I got a couple of bruises on me from it. I mean, it feels fine. And she was really sweet about it too. She grabbed out some what's this stuff? Alcohol and swabs and kept dotting me. She's like a mama bear to me.
Yeah, she's like, here, honey, you just sit in the car. The rest of us will go walking around. I'm like, he just did that so he wouldn't have to walk around.
Yeah, I fell on purpose. So I didn't have to walk. So, but that whole trip was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
The whole cruise was.
Oh, yeah. Well, and then St. Thomas week. So we went to Coco Cay first. And so that was a pretty nice day. I would consider that a relaxing day.
Yeah, it really was.
And then the next stop was St. Thomas, and that's where we took the open air trucks.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That really was. It was comfortable. It was like a what was it, like a Volkswagen bus, kind of like, but they took the roofs off of it. And everybody just piled in, and they put extra seats in there, and they're all, like on a bus, bench seats all the way down. Yeah. And we just hung out in there. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it was like, what, $10 to ride all over one way?
No, it was $4
that's
per
even
person.
Better. See, we got our own bargain.
And so that day we walked around downtown a little bit, then we headed back, and again, you were outside all day on that one too, and most of the time at St. Kitts.
And we were just running ragged because that Wednesday when we left,
we
left right after work. In fact, our Uber driver was a little early.
Yeah.
I hadn't even gotten off work yet.
Yeah.
He was waiting on us.
Right, and I said, you are early. Like, my husband doesn't get off work for another 5 minutes at least, so you're going to have to wait.
So then we ran to the hospital. We ran to the airport, met up with Shauna, air frying auntie. She had a layover anyway. She's like, well, why don't I just have a layover in Houston and just fly with y'all? Like, that sounds cool. We get to hang out with you the whole time then.
Yeah.
And then no sooner than we landed at the hotel, we ran into the caboodles, Brian and Karen, and then Susan was at the next night when Susan showed up.
No, Susan was there, but she was already asleep.
When we went to Denny's.
Yeah.
I thought she went with us.
No.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I don't think so.
But I know the five of us at least went. That was cool. So that was our late dinner, early breakfast that day.
Right.
Because y'all see the video here in a little while. I ate in the Uber on the way. We had some sausage sticks and some cheese, and I just put it in a solo cup and took it with me. So I just threw and a can of my Bang, and so I could just throw it away when we got there. It was handy.
Yeah. And then we did have a planned deviation when we were in St. Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
And
we had tacos.
Yeah. Was it worth it?
No.
I was
the tortilla. I don't know if it's the fact that I haven't had real tortillas in that long, or if theirs were just subpar. They tasted real gummy.
They did, and what was this kind of a selling point to me is because they were like, "Oh, we homemade all of our tortillas. They're freshly made." Da da da. Like they had this big write-up about how great, and I was like, "Okay, this will be our planned deviation." And I only ate like one and like a bite or two off of the second one, and the rest I just ate the filling out of the taco. I was like, it's not worth it. I'm not going to force myself to eat something that doesn't taste good. And I had one chip.
Mm-hmm. I had maybe 5 or 6.
And
they were soggy.
They were stale.
Yeah.
The chip did not taste good to me.
But then again, I don't know if it's really their fault or just the fact that I haven't eaten that stuff in 3 years.
Yeah. I think that's part of it. We just hadn't eaten it so long that it just wasn't that good to me. Right. And I was just like, no. We brought some pork rinds, and I just ate the pork rinds. I was like, so I still kind of fail a little bit on a planned deviation because
the best part of the meal was their homemade tiger bite or whatever. No,
shark bite
salsa. Because y'all know we love our hot stuff.
Yeah, the salsa was good.
It was the best part.
But I mean, I just was kind of disappointed. And then at St. Kitts we did have 1 cup of the rum punch each. I'm telling y'all, oof. You know how they say, out of all the things you can have, like fruit is usually the one that's going to hit you the worst? Uh-huh. It really does. The fruit juice and that, like when I had the tortilla and the chip, it really didn't bother me at all. Like I couldn't even tell really that I had anything. I was just mostly disappointed that that's what I chose. But whenever I had the rum punch, which Annie just makes it completely from scratch.
She's so proud that there's no sugar in it.
Yeah, she kept saying, "No, we don't put there's no sugar in it. It's just fruit juices and rum." And it's her family's recipes. It's her grandmother and all the different spices she puts in, but no sugar. And I'm thinking, well, fruit juice has a lot of sugar, and man, that stuff knocked me out. So it just goes to show that, yeah, fruit, that isn't the best thing to deviate with. It's not fruit. So that really threw me for a loop and knocked me out. So I was like, okay. And then...
I had 1.
Yeah.
And I nursed on it for a while, and then I ended up eating the ice too.
Oh no! I was like,
most of it ended up pouring the rest of the ice out when we got out. It was still in the street.
Yeah, I was like, no, I can't. Oof.
What else did we do after that?
And then I was gonna say one other thing is Oh man, I forgot. Oh, I did have also that same planned deviation meal in St. Thomas. I remember we got a chocolate brownie and split it afterwards.
Yeah, well, neither one of us was that impressed with it.
No, you said
the brownie was. I'm sorry. Yeah, we had the brownie and the cookie. The cookie I wasn't that impressed with.
Yeah.
The brownie was amazing.
But we split both,
Yeah.
and again, that didn't knock me out or hit me as hard as the fruit juice did.
Right.
That rum punch.
Maybe it wasn't the fruit; it was the rum.
And I think it was the combination of both. Because I did have a glass of wine. Rhonda brought wine on board, and so she, shared it. And I had a glass of wine that didn't even knock me out. Like it was, a nice glass of wine. But man, that rum punch. I think it was just the combination of the juices and the rum. It just really. I was like, okay, can't do that again.
Right.
No
mas. What else?
And then let's see. So then on the cruise ship during the day when we had sea days, I think you did pretty well on that.
I did too, because I don't know if y'all saw our previous videos, the pre-cruise packing and our planning and all that stuff. And I was all real gung ho about I wanted to take some meat sticks with me. Ordered like my what is it? Dash Bomb meat sticks are my favorite. I was thinking about bringing those. And I was like, well, wait. There's going to be plenty of food. But I'm already paying for it. Why am I bringing at my own extra? I've already paid for the food on the cruise. So I decided I was going to bring a bunch of Ziploc baggies with me. And I'll just go to the buffet, grab some meat and cheese, and bring it back to the room and put it in our refrigerator when I get hungry. Never happened. I never felt the need to do it.
No, we were pretty...
I was really proud about that.
Yeah, we really... I'm trying to think if we even... I guess we did kind of snack a couple times because we would go and get the pizza.
Yeah.
And one day we did have that as like our lunch.
Yeah.
We would just scrape the toppings off. That was our lunch.
Yeah.
But again, we mostly walked everywhere. It is, on a cruise ship, you're going to walk. And
going off the pier too when you do
when you get off. But on the sea days, I feel like you did really well.
I did.
Did you feel like you had any besides the roller coaster incident? How else did you?
When I fell, those are the only two issues I ever really had. And now that we're home, I'm getting that thing again in my arm. I don't know if y'all saw it before. So I don't know what it is. This weird spot, like in the middle of my forearm here. You can't even see it. There's no actual affliction or anything to show it on my arm. But all of a sudden, it just starts tinkling, like almost like somebody's pinching me, and it just every once in a while hits me. And it's totally random when it happens too. That's why you see me keep moving my arm while we're recording this, because I have to do that, and then it starts feeling better. It's just weird.
Huh.
But I've always, I guess, my whole life, I used to get in trouble all the time too. Like, sit still. I used to lay on the floor and watch TV, and my parents would be sitting on the couch, and they're like, my dad would get mad because I'd be shaking my feet and stuff. Can't you just be still and trying to watch this show, and all I can see is your feet in the air, flipping around? There's something wrong with you, boy.
Well, now that we've been back for a week, have you been? Did you do your DDPI this week?
Yeah, I did 3 days.
Oh, awesome.
Like I said, I just follow his plan.
Well, how did you feel like you did it any better? Same, worse? Same. Okay. Do you feel like though you're pushing yourself to do, like pushing it to where you're doing it better?
No.
You're just doing it?
I'm just doing it. I don't really care. I'm always still doing it because you're making me.
I know, I'm so mean. And then what about food and stuff this week? You pretty much stayed on plan?
Yeah, for sure. But I don't remember cheating anything, slipping up at all while we're at home.
Yeah.
At all.
Like we're just immediately got back home and just been...
So back on it.
Yeah, eating our thing. We meal prepped. I guess that's kind of the bad thing is, like, because we flew in on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And both of us going to work the very next day, it was kind of like, oh, great. Like,
nothing's thought out.
Nothing's thought out. What are we going to do? And
that's why we ended up going to Saltgrass for dinner. And
yeah.
That was amazing.
But we did pull out like ground beef and then just did burger bowls for our lunches this week.
You'll see too, because it ended up mine, because we used 80-20 on that, so it ended up being hamburger soup, is what I called it.
Yeah.
It was real liquidy, but it was good. But what else?
I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's really it. Like I said, most of the video is going to be just the food, showing that off. And then, like I said, I'll have clips or links down below in the notes. If you haven't watched it yet, you need to go watch our vlogs from the cruise.
Oh yeah, definitely. And give us feedback.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear feedback on it. As far as me, I'm doing okay. Everything seems to be moving. The dogs they're, if you watch one of the vlogs, you'll see how they reacted when they saw us. And now that we've been home a week, it's like we've never left. They're just like, okay, we're back to the same old routine now, right? And of course, they're passed out because they have really tough lives, y'all.
Now
really
it's start. The next thing we got to start planning is Ketocon.
Yeah.
So y'all need to tell us if y'all are going to that. We want to meet up with everybody.
I know.
And then after that is Ketopalooza.
Uh-huh.
And then after that is next year's cruise.
I know.
So we got 3 events we're planning. That's pretty cool.
Well, let us know if you've already booked the cruise because Debbie is still having reduced registration. I saw that she extended it. So definitely send her an email so you get registered for next year's cruise because it's going to be a blast, y'all.
Yeah, because this year's selling out in Galveston. I'm excited about that. We don't have to fly to go.
I know. That really helps.
Yeah. But
you want to show them what your food then?
yeah, let's do that right now.
Saturday morning breakfast, I got my normal hard-boiled eggs. And this week I got some truffle Gouda cheese. And I'm back to eating my Prozex Little Link sausage. Saturday lunch. We're at Gringo's Tex-Mex. And I got the El Capitan plate. And we're starting off with an order of chicharrones and queso. And they always give you their green sauce and their regular red sauce. Sunday lunch. I got some lemon pepper chicken tacos. Sunday night dinner, I got a bacon cheeseburger with a side of mushrooms and jalapenos stuffed with the bar salsa queso loco from Gringo's. Monday morning breakfast. I got my Little Link sausage, hard-boiled eggs, and my sliced cheese. Monday lunch, I got a bacon cheeseburger topped with that Texas ranch and a link of cheddar jalapeno sausage. On this marvelous, mandatory meaty Monday, I got a bacon cheeseburger topped with queso, stuffed mushrooms and jalapenos, stuffed with bar salsa queso loco from Gringo's, and some egged salad. Man, this is gonna be good. Tuesday morning breakfast, I got my typical sausage, egg, and cheese. Tuesday lunch, I got a bacon cheeseburger topped with our Texas ranch dressing. I got a cheddar jalapeno sausage and some deviled egg salad. Tuesday night dinner, I got another plate full of my favorite tacos. Wednesday morning breakfast, I got my hard-boiled eggs, a link of the Prozex Little Link sausage, and some Monterey Jack Colby cheese. Wednesday lunch, I got a double meat cheeseburger topped with that Texas ranch and a side a deviled egg salad. Monday morning breakfast. I got Purnell's breakfast patties, my hard-boiled eggs topped with this chipotle hot sauce, and some raw cheddar cheese. Monday lunch, I got burger in a bowl with a little bit of pickle relish, spicy brown mustard, keto crunch, and some chopped up cheese, along with a piece of chorizo. On this marvelous, mandatory, meaty Monday, we got some bacon-wrapped hot dogs, bacon-wrapped asparagus, and almost ABTs. It's just missing the sausage. And I got some cream cheese stuffed mushrooms. Tuesday morning breakfast, I got a link of chorizo and some eggs and cheese. Tuesday lunch, I got burger in a bowl, topped with some cheese and some cherry tomatoes. It's 2 for Tuesday, and for dinner we're having lamb chops and New York strip. Both of them dotted with a little Chef Chamois butter. And I got another dishing of that bacon-wrapped asparagus, some almost ABTs, and some stuffed mushrooms. Wednesday morning breakfast, I got my hard-boiled eggs, big old chunk of Monterey Jack cheese, and a link of chorizo. Wednesday lunch, I'm supposed to be having burger in a bowl, but it ends up looking like a hamburger soup. Look how soupy that is. And I dotted it with a little bit of a Texas ranch and a few grape tomatoes. Watch out, I'm keto while I'm eating my Wednesday night dinner. I got some pulled pork, sauteed mushrooms, and asparagus topped with some sour cream. Thursday morning breakfast, I got my hard-boiled eggs topped with that 505 roasted green chili sauce, a link of chorizo, and a Monterey Jack cheese. 3, 2, 1. Thursday lunch, I'm having another bowl of my cheeseburger soup. Thursday night dinner, and I got a bowl of Instant Pot salsa verde, pulled pork, topped with a piece of melted sliced cheese. Friday morning breakfast, I got my hard-boiled eggs topped with that flame roasted green chili, a link of chorizo, and some sliced cheese. Friday lunch, I got a bowl of hamburger soup with a little dollop of mayo and some cherry tomatoes. Oh man, that food, just watching it back, I'm starting to get hungry again, even though we just ate dinner. I really like food. The HungryHeath is not just a clever name, it's what I am.
That's true.
But I'm just excited. I'm happy to be home. I'm kind of sad to be home because I really had a blast on the cruise.
Yeah, we had so much fun meeting everybody.
Yeah, all the people we already knew was cool to hang out with them, and the new people we met was really cool too.
Yeah.
There was there's several of them that we've only talked to online, and we finally get to meet them in person. That was cool.
It really was.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, you like this video. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a comment down below. It really helps our channel.
Yes, please.
And
thank you for watching. We'll see y'all the next time. I hope you can tune in for the Friday night feast. Every Friday night, 6:30 Central. We'll go live. We'll cook an entree, maybe a couple little snacks. We'll show you how to do it. And we'll just chew the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. I hope y'all tune in sometime. See y'all next week.
bye.